Crisis in Coach Prime's locker room. Colorado Buffs struggle as Kaidon Salter falters and Shedeur Sanders faces setbacks. It has been a tumultuous season for Coach Deion "Primetime" Sanders and his Colorado Buffaloes. Just a year after a remarkable 9-4 turnaround, the Buffs find themselves grappling with adversity on multiple fronts. From losing key players to the NFL to health challenges that sideline Sanders, the narrative for the 2025 season has shifted dramatically, and this past weekend, it reached a breaking point. Following a hard-fought battle against TCU, where the Buffaloes squandered a 14-0 lead to fall 35-21, cracks in the team's morale and leadership became impossible to ignore. Frustration in the locker room is mounting, spotlighted by the struggles of quarterback Kaidon Salter and the reflective concerns of team leaders like safety Taufik Bayard. A tale of two halves: early promise, late collapse. The Buffaloes began their TCU matchup with energy and promise. Salter connected early, completing a pass to Amarian Miller, setting up a 7-0 lead in the second quarter. He continued to push the offense forward, rushing for 10 yards and helping Colorado extend the advantage to 14-3. Momentum appeared to be firmly in their favor. But as the game wore on, mistakes began to compound. Missed opportunities and turnovers erased the Buffaloes' early advantage. By the final whistle, TCU had overtaken the team, leaving the Buffs 2-4 on the season. After the game, safety Bayard voiced a sentiment that echoed across the locker room. "We gotta finish. It's the same stuff every week." At this time, players start to think other things. It's on us as leaders. Bayard's words reflected a growing concern. The team is struggling not just with execution, but with mental fortitude and the ability to close out games. Kaidon Salter. Talent shadowed by turnovers. For Salter, the game was a roller coaster of highs and lows. The first quarter proved particularly difficult, with 3 interceptions putting Colorado at an immediate disadvantage. Speaking to the media after the game, Salter admitted his mistakes. "I threw 3 dumb picks, bad decisions by me. I didn't execute and I have to do better." Yet, Salter's performance was not entirely bleak. Despite the early interceptions, he managed to complete 18 of 29 passes for 217 yards, including 2 touchdowns, which gave Colorado a 14-0 lead at one point. The inconsistency, however, underscores a larger issue for Coach Prime's offense: the inability of quarterbacks to consistently maintain control during critical moments. Turnovers have plagued the Buffaloes all season. In a previous matchup against BYU, Salter also threw a costly interception despite an otherwise strong performance. Fellow quarterbacks like Ryan Staub have similarly struggled, posting inconsistent numbers that highlight the urgent need for reliable leadership under center. With this trend continuing, whispers are growing that Julian Lewis could see more opportunities as the season progresses, particularly in upcoming matchups against teams like Iowa State. Defensive struggles compound offensive mistakes. Even when the offense performed well early, Colorado's defense was unable to contain opposing teams. Against TCU, quarterback Josh Hoover threw for 275 yards and 4 touchdowns, exploiting weaknesses in coverage and giving TCU a decisive edge. The Buffaloes' defensive lapses, combined with offensive turnovers, have left Coach Prime facing a perfect storm. A team lacking confidence, cohesion, and momentum. "Despite leading early, we flinched badly," one team analyst noted. "It's the worst situation in the league for a team that was ranked 20th last season." Coach Prime's health and leadership challenges. Adding to the team's difficulties are ongoing concerns about Deion Sanders' health. Following his battle with cancer and the challenges of maintaining his physically demanding coaching role, Sanders has had to navigate the complexities of leading a team in turmoil while managing his personal recovery. The combination of a 2-4 record, low morale, and high expectations has placed Sanders in an unenviable position. His sideline presence, while inspiring, can only do so much if the players are unable to execute consistently or maintain focus during critical game moments. Shedeur Sanders, supporting his son amid NFL struggles. While the Colorado Buffs face adversity, Coach Prime is also closely monitoring his son Shedeur Sanders, who is navigating his own challenges in the NFL. Selected as a fifth-round pick by the Cleveland Browns, Shedeur has seen limited opportunities despite the inconsistent play of veteran Joe Flacco and fellow rookie Dylan Gabriel. Even though Flacco struggled, the team gave the starting chance to Gabriel instead of Shedeur. One insider noted, "It's a test of patience for him." Shedeur has remained composed, avoiding public comments that could escalate tensions or invite criticism. However, Coach Prime has shown unwavering support on social media, responding to critiques and subtle jabs with humor and encouragement. "Good one, son," Sanders posted on Instagram with laughing and crying emojis, signaling his continued backing of Shedeur even amid controversy. Not everyone agreed with Sanders' approach. Analyst Emmanuel Aco criticized the post, suggesting it could unintentionally reinforce negative perceptions surrounding Shedeur's situation. Regardless, Sanders' loyalty to his sons remains steadfast, reflecting the dual pressures he faces, guiding his own team while supporting his family's professional journeys. The locker room, a pressure cooker. The tension inside Colorado's locker room has become palpable. Players like Byard are calling out the team's inability to finish games, while Salter's visible frustration highlights the personal toll the losing streak is taking on individual athletes. Coach Prime faces a delicate balance, motivating his team without letting criticism or low morale spiral out of control. "It's on us as leaders," Byard emphasized, recognizing that leadership extends beyond the coach to senior players tasked with rallying the team during adversity. The coming weeks will be critical for Colorado. Key matchups against Iowa State and Utah will test both the resilience of the team and Sanders' ability to navigate the complexities of coaching under pressure. Looking forward, can Colorado rebound? Despite a challenging start, there is still potential for a turnaround. If Kaidon Salter can stabilize his play, if the defensive units tighten coverage, and if Coach Prime can continue to inspire confidence, the Buffaloes could find their rhythm once again. For Shedeur Sanders, his professional journey may mirror his father's. Patience, perseverance, and preparation are essential before claiming a leading role in the NFL. Meanwhile, the locker room at Colorado is a microcosm of these lessons. Talent alone is not enough. Cohesion, discipline, and mental resilience are what separate winning teams from faltering ones. Conclusion: leadership tested on multiple fronts. For Deion Sanders, the 2025 season is proving to be a crucible of leadership. Between a struggling Colorado Buffaloes squad and his son's challenging NFL start, Sanders must navigate disappointment, frustration, and high expectations with both grace and strategy. The narrative is still being written. The locker room tension, Salter's early struggles, and Shedeur's patient ascent in Cleveland are all chapters in a larger story, one that will define not only Sanders' legacy as a coach, but also the resilience of his family and the players he mentors. If there is one constant in this turbulent season, it is Coach Prime's unwavering commitment to his sons, to his team, and to the values that have made him an icon both on and off the field. The question now is whether his leadership can turn adversity into triumph before the season slips further away.